Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. And I apologize for my voice. I have been a little bit under the weather with flu symptoms, so I'll try to do my best when it comes to speaking here through the messages. And I will be intuitively connecting with the collective of your sign, Taurus, for the messages of this month, and then we'll tie it together also with the cards that will be showing up. So Taurus, for the month of June, I feel like many of you are kind of like laid back, relaxing, taking some moments to enjoy yourself, to reflect upon what's next, but doing so like this purposeful stop or break, taking like a purposeful, intentional break to enjoy yourself and think ahead, think about the future. And I feel like for many of you, you need a vacation. You need to go somewhere else different. You need to breathe a different air, see different people, different scenarios, different landscapes. It's like breaking free and breaking away from a routine that has been very like predictable and confining to your energy is very advisable. For some of you, you're going to be given this opportunity. For others of you, you have to consciously do this, even if it feels like it's not the right time, because the issue here is that for many of you Taurus, it's never going to be like the ideal time. I'm feeling like for some of you, you're very connected to something here that in which you feel you need to be constantly present and show up for it. It could be family responsibilities or work situations. But I see that for some of you, Taurus, there's some of you that this is like a sabotage mechanism, is you working against your own deepest, truest needs. And the month of June wants you to favor your well-being, your time to enjoy life, the pleasures of life, and to focus more on what you need versus what others needs, because for some, you have been living too much for others. And so there's a need to balance this out by taking consciously, again, time for yourself. For some of you that already have some sort of getaway, vacation planned, or you're considering going somewhere, I feel like you're going to enjoy it a lot. And for some, it could even be like a summer thing, not right now. But for some, you already are kind of thinking about it or projecting how good it will be. Or you're planning your summer, or where you're going to go, or where you would like to go. And even for tourists that don't have the resources to go anywhere, the message here is for you to think, plan, search, visit, dream, envision. If you could be given a chance to go anywhere to enjoy yourself, where would you go? Because I feel like, again, there's something here about the dimension of dreams. And yes, it's you waking up to different things. Judgment card in the soul position is very deep. Some of you are waking up to truths, to dimensions of life that have this connotation, this flavor of purpose, meaning, beauty, that it's very different from where you have come from, Taurus. So it's like this rebirth, this transcendence of conditions and limitations many of you have been living with. It's beautiful. You are waking up to a whole new way of living, not being living in particular. And for many of you, you're breaking free from, again, some sort of family karma, family conditioning, heritage. You're healing some sort of generational trauma. You're breaking free from the mold of previous, obstacles to enjoyment and pleasure, and knowing how to live a good life without feeling guilty. You're breaking free from that. The month also favors a lot of clarity, transparency, directness when it comes to decisions and communication. Some of you will be called to make like huge decisions in the next months, but in June there could be like a specific situation you are called to act upon that might involve you and other people. All right, it's a decision that is going to have effect on several people. For some of you, it's like being given a chance to do something that will allow you to break free from the past. So if there are like situations like a divorce or court situations where there's like distribution of rights or properties, or attempts to find an agreement when it comes to distribution of wealth or any other things like that, you will be called to embrace it, because you will be free from something that has been very heavy in terms of the baggage you carry. For other Taurus, this is about you being freed from some sort of baggage that has been with you so far. I'm connecting with Taurus that the past was hurtful, and maybe there was something here that you didn't quite heal or forgave. You're being given the chance to forgive now. To forgive with grace, because I feel like for some of you, you could take on some sort of revenge or hurt back people or a specific person that did you wrong. But judgment is here to call upon the higher judgment. So I feel like you will embrace your own victory over adversity and things that went wrong, that were not fair, with grace, with wisdom. And because of this, you will be free from, if it was not like a weight, it was like the sour feeling that was stuck with you. Maybe for some Taurus, you wanted to pay back or get revenge or get justice. Maybe for some of you, you have been obsessed with this. And I feel like you're letting it go. What's bitter, what's heavy, what's not, allowing you to transcend into a better version of yourself and ultimately of the life you want to live. For some of you that you could find that in June you could be also hearing a lot the appeals of God, or what, regardless of your belief systems or your faith, but especially for Taurus that have like this profound connection with God. There's something about hearing the calling of something higher that it's very important. And I'm actually like thinking about the call for prayer that Muslims attend to, and it's like this type of sounds. It's like a call for prayer, and of course that for many of you this is symbolic of you being called to look up, all right? Outside of whatever kind of belief system you have, to look up, to look to the higher frequencies, to raise your own frequency. And again, maybe because of this you need some time, even time to think, to feel, let alone to pray, you need to take some conscious time. It's like for your spiritual hygiene and for your spiritual practices and for your spiritual understanding of things, that the day-to-day life or the busy bee kind of vibes here won't allow you, to address, especially for Taurus that already are self-conscious of your beliefs and your faith. If you have not been connecting with it, the month of June requires that. I feel like for some of you Taurus, in terms of your love life, there are a group of here, like, it's like people are hitting on you, but you're like declining. For Taurus that are single, I feel like there's several people interested, but you're kind of pushing them away. I don't see many of you Taurus single like actually giving in. There's something about you drawing attention, you having admirers, you having people that want to get close to you, but I don't see love on your mind. I feel like there's something here that is taking higher importance in the month of June than romantic longings. And also, I feel like it's really not because of lack of options. It's because I don't see you interested in really pursuing here anything in June of significance. For others, there's something here about selfless love. Again, the vibration of God. You could be connecting with a very unconditional way and style of loving. This, you being single or you being in a relationship, there's something very profound about the way in which you are embracing love and relationships right now. But there's a differentiation here between this unconditional, godly love and the romantic pursuing of relationships, which I feel like are being separated here because you're more connected with higher frequencies. And so I also feel like there could be someone around you that it's inspiring you to embrace this way of connecting with the higher frequency of all the loves, all right? There could be here someone that you admire or you're looking up to that kind of deals with the same energy, and you're like, I feel like for some of you Taurus, it's like you are tempted to experience something that you see someone else doing, or you see someone's example, or a couple's kind of example. There could be also, for those of you that are in relationships and you're struggling, some sort of spiritual therapy, counseling, couples counseling could also be coming up here in the picture. Or whatever are your current concerns with love, it could be that you're seeking advice from religious figures or spiritual advisors. Yeah, I feel you're connecting with something outside of this common mentality around relationships. Basically, you're seeking perspective that comes from a different place. Also, again, you could be just forgiving a lot of things that happened to you, people that hurt you, and so it's more about releasing than inviting in at this time people for romantic quests. But the work that you're doing in June is kind of significant to purge out and clear out a lot of stuff. But I feel like for some of you Taurus, you could even be annoyed that now that you don't care, or you're more detached, or you're like more focused on other things, like you have like a lot of people coming in and hitting on you and showing interest when you don't have the same. I see you trying to escape people. So there's some sort of also selectiveness here about relationships in general that you're probably going to be focused on. And again, because you're so much with this energy, I feel like others of you are just going to have like weird experiences. You could just feel like there's some sort of paranormal activities around, or weird, strange events taking place, you know, a lot of revelations, a lot of events and signs and dreams, and all of this kind of tying itself together and blowing your minds. You could be just hit with a lot of unusual, let's say it this way, experiences. And like there's also this feeling of when the student is ready, like the teacher appears. Oh my God, yeah. The moon with the judgment, a lot of weird stuff you can count on. Because you see, it's like a lot of things of the past, your conditioning, as I was talking in the beginning, your rooted trauma, your emotional baggage, the deepest, most vulnerable parts of you are being brought here to the surface to be addressed. And you're like reaching the depths and coming them is like from a very, you know, bottom place to the highest of the highest. So it's a big surge of energy taking place here. And so, and a contrast. You could also be hit with a lot of memories. Like for some of you that are doing work around rescuing of memories, remembering specific events that took place, they're coming to you. And even for those that are not doing this consciously, you could just be suddenly hit with a lot of things that are, I feel like for many of you, it's like they have a connection with your past. So you could think that you're having a dream and it's actually a memory from your past. Either way, the moon in the unconscious is very, very, very interesting because the moon rules the unconscious. So, but here it's like a double effect in the sense that the moon also has this ability for you to be super intuitive, super psychic, super aware, and connected with your environments. So things will be, depending also on your, of course, your degree of awareness, but it's going to be very easy for you to pick on things if you want. So if you're trying to uncover the situation, if you're trying to understand what's up, read people, read the room, you can definitely connect with these two energies and be very good at it. And you could even be like playing the judge here. So you could be like the one telling people a lot of truths, because either you are the teacher here or you are the guide. But regardless, there's a lot of things that maybe you want to say. It could even be that for your own healing process, you need to speak about certain things, have uncomfortable conversations with people. And it could even be people of your bloodline, your family. It could be that you need to have some sort of deep, uncomfortable, you know, reminiscing of past issues or conversations that will free you. I feel like for some of you, Taurus, you might have been avoiding something that in June you won't avoid anymore. It's like you're going to confront some of your fears. There's something also about your prophetic ear. You should search for your prophetic ear number. There could be significant messages for you when it comes to the symbology of that prophetic ear number. You could search it up. There should be like plenty of information online about it. But here's the vacation. See? Going away, escaping, healing, taking some time. Here is to calm the waters, is to chill, is to enjoy, is to breathe different air. So definitely, if it's not in your plans, there's going to be presented an opportunity for you to go somewhere that it's out of the norm of your usual routine. You should, if you have the means and you feel the need, you should search it up. You should find a way to have this breakaway. For others of you, it could be that you are on a journey of to go back to old places, maybe your childhood home or childhood places where there's specific memories. It could be that you're gonna go, for some of you Taurus, you could go somewhere randomly, but the place is gonna trigger something in you that's buried within, hidden. This moon for you in particular feels very hidden. And now it becomes crystal clear. What has been hidden becomes crystal clear, And for some of you, it could freak you out, the type of experiences you have. This is not like ordinary energy at all. There's nothing ordinary or superficial about your month, Taurus. For those of you that already are connected with your intuition, it's a month to focus on that, on knowing how to properly, channel things and handle things and be grounded, be mindful every day of June, because there's a lot of big stuff coming to you. Big messages, big revelations, and big opportunities to be rebirthed into, again, a complete upgrade of your the type of life you are seeking to experience. So I hope you have a great month. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.